Peace and blessings, my fellow life warrior. Happy Monday. Thank you for tuning in to our wonderful, wonderful episode of Monday Message. So let's dive right into our quote today. It's a quote by one of my favorites, Mr. Zig Ziglar. What an awesome name, right? Zig Ziglar. Anyways, I love Zig Ziglar. He is just a pioneer in the field and industry of personal development and self-improvement. And so if you're not familiar with Zig Ziglar, I'm super excited to be introducing him to you today through this quote, of course. And check out his stuff. He's just an amazing, amazing, inspiring individual. And I quote him often. So let's get into today's quote. So Zig Ziglar says, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are willing to learn, no one can stop you. Yeah, let me just let that one land for a minute. You know, it really is all about our ability and our willingness and our openness to learning. Look, we all think that we have to be great in order to start. This is another one of my most favorite all-time quotes, and it's also by Zig Ziglar. He says that you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start in order to be great. And I think that this same statement that he's making here, that if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are willing to learn, no one can stop you. It's along the same lines in a sense that we have to start right where we are. We have to be willing to learn. We have to be willing to learn new skills, willing to learn more about ourselves, willing to learn more about an industry that we may be wanting to get into, learning more about relationships, or learning about how to be a good friend. It doesn't matter what it is that you want to grow in. There are so many ways and opportunities to learn things now. And when you are empowered with knowledge that comes from learning, nobody can stop you, right? No one can stop you. So we have to acquire more tools and more skills and more awarenesses in order to grow. And the only way that we can grow in our lives is if we are learning in our lives, right? And so it's imperative that we make time in our month, in our week, in our year to learn whatever it is that you are wanting to get better at. If you're struggling with your career, learn more about your industry. Learn more about the areas of your business that you're not so great at. If you're struggling in your relationship, learn tools that allow you to improve or get through the relationship difficulties. If you're struggling at being a parent, learn how to be a parent by reading other books and going to take courses and online classes. Guys, there's so much resource available to us. I want you to think about this for a moment. Just ponder this concept. There are people in the world who spend their whole lives studying one particular field of work, one particular topic, one particular theory, one particular religious science. There are people who give their whole lives to go deep into that particular subject of knowledge. And then, after their lifetime of studying and learning and understanding and acquiring knowledge, they write a book. It took them a lifetime to gain that knowledge, to write that book that you can go purchase and read within 1 week. We have so much resource available to us. There's no reason why we cannot be growing exponentially. People spend their whole lives studying something specific. They dedicate their whole lives to it. They write a book that came from a lifetime of experience. You can read 10 of those books in 10 weeks. There's no reason that we cannot be exponentially growing. The only reason that we are not exponentially growing is if we are not willing to learn. And if you are not willing to learn, then no one can help you. But if you are willing to learn, no one can stop you. To action. My call to action for you this week, my friends, is to think about the areas in your life that you do want to grow more, that you do want to evolve more. And what can you do to study and to grow, to learn? What books can you read? What courses can you take? What kind of online webinars and classes are available to you? right? Even in that field, you guys, the game has changed completely. It's not just about, is there a workshop in my area on this topic? There is so much online training available to you. So much online training available to you. The internet has made so much more of an impact in our ability to learn and to grow. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I want you to contemplate today and maybe tomorrow, the rest of this week, but hopefully mostly today, tonight. You contemplate where you would like to grow more in your life and what kind of things that you can sign up for or purchase or do or read or experience in order to learn more so that you can grow in that field. Knowledge is so valuable, and I think that we have forgotten in our culture how valuable knowledge can be. Knowledge is empowering. Knowledge is life-changing, right? In a split second, everything can change. Everything can change. Let me share a little story with you. It's a little bit embarrassing, and it might be embarrassing for my brother. I've never even told him this story, actually, so I'm sorry, Alex. Probably not as embarrassing for him as it is for me. I was at the beach. Family reunion was happening, hanging out with my cousins and my mom and my aunts and all the nieces and nephews, and everybody's hanging out, and surfboards are out and beach is busy, and my little niece, who was probably about 16, 17 at the time, sweet young lady, a little shy and insecure, she was waxing up her board and was getting ready to go down and catch some waves. So she took her board down to the, near the shore, it was waxing her board, and I saw her and I thought, that's so cool, she's gonna go surfing, I love that. I turned to talk to my mom for like 5 minutes, and I turned back and I see my cousin walking away. She's not carrying her board, but some handsome gentleman is carrying her board. This really tall, handsome, kind of, sculpted individual was helping her away with her surfboard. Being a gentleman, carrying it for her, walking beside her and taking her where she was gonna go. And I thought, oh my God, how cool is that? My cousin's talking to some good looking guy and she got him to carry the surfboard, and I'm all excited. And then I see the man turn and I see the silhouette, and I was like, oh my God, that's my brother. My baby brother, who all of a sudden turned into this man. But my orientation with that situation changed immediately because I had new knowledge, and what I was seeing changed. My perception of what I was seeing changed, all because of knowledge, and how I approach a situation changed, all because of knowledge. I hope that that story makes sense to you. There's so many ways that this happens to us, is we have one perspective and we think that we know what's going on, but we gain just the tiniest bit of knowledge and everything completely changes. And so my friends, I encourage you, if you want to grow in your life, if you want to expand in your life, if you want to evolve in your life, you want to unfold into your greatness in your life, you have to be not only open to it, but willing and eager and hungry. Like Les Brown says, you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry for that knowledge. And that means that you have to be willing to learn. And if you are willing to learn, if you are hungry to learn, nobody can stop you. No one can stop you. They can try, but they won't. So my friends, please, please, please take some time to think about the areas of your life that you'd like to grow and expand and evolve in, and what you can do. What books can you read? What courses can you take? What workshops can you go to? What daily practices can you be doing to continuously be learning about yourself, learning about the world around you, learning about our social constructs, learning about our mental constructs, learning about our spiritual constructs. I mean, there's just such a vast body of stuff that you can study and dive into in order to continue learning so you can continue growing. We are either growing or we are resisting our growth. It is your choice. So I hope that you found this video helpful and inspiring and insightful, and that you feel motivated to go out and learn something today. If you have a particular area that you find that you're stuck in and you'd like a book recommendation for that area, please drop me a comment below. I am a bookworm and I would be happy to refer a book to you if I have a good recommendation for you in that area. So drop me a comment below or send me an email back if you got this in my newsletter. But please like the video if you like it. Please share it with a friend if you think that they could benefit from hearing it. But most of all, my friends, I hope that you are continuing to invest in yourself as you continue to grow. And don't forget to keep your head up high and your heart open wide, and go out there and live that great life that you deserve to live. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next Monday, namaste.